Welcome back. You join us on a Monday. It's about 7:15 and we are on site at a school. This is our second ever visit at this school, so we've still got bits and bobs we've got to get on top of. Also all the line marking and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll see how today unfolds, we'll see how this video unfolds, and let's just get on with it, shall we? So whilst the lads are tending to the site, I get the trike out and I'm going to start cracking on with the line marking. We are out of the school and we are over at the next site. I struggle to film at that school because it's a primary school and it's fairly all close together, and obviously we're not filming kids, we're not about that life. It went a lot smoother this time round. The facilities team seem really happy with the progress we've made so far, and I think that'll be the last visit of doing all of the nitty bits. It's basically at a standard now, and yeah, hopefully next visit we will be mowing it and we'll be able to continue improving the quality there. We're now over at another parish council. We've just got one football pitch to mark out. In the summer we will be doing the mowing also here. But yeah, nice quick one on the trike, 11v11, marker out to the next one. So we're now over at the next site. Ash has got the trike ready, all the paint mixed up, and we are on to this 11v11. It's nice and easy, and it will probably be the last time we only mark it without mowing it. So happy days on that one. But we can get cracking with this one. It's all been mega straightforward, going round and round to get this pitch sorted. And we are all sorted here. I need to say a massive thank you to Frank Waters from Fleet Paints. Last week when we were having a little bit of a nightmare with the trike, I called him in a little bit of a panic, just asking some of the possibilities. But yeah, Frank, if you're watching this, nothing wrong with the paint. It's absolutely spot on. It's looking amazing now that we've got that new filter in the trike. But anyway, we are all done here. Let's flush the trike through, get that nice and clean, and head off to the next site. We're over at the next one. We've got 3 11v11s to mark out here and a 9v9 in blue. And what a glorious day it has turned out to be. It seems lately that we have just literally been battling the weather. As soon as we get pitches playable again, we get monumental rain and they're flooded again, and we keep having to battle in to get pitches playable and good. But I'm hoping that the rain last week, which was absolutely horrendous, is the last of the panic of trying to get pitches playable. Luckily, all the ones here seem to have held out really well. It is squidgy underfoot, however. We've done the works, we've put the work in place. There's good drainage at this site. So yeah, we can continue with our work and they're still playable. So happy days. Let's get these marked. So we start off with the blue 9v9, which is inside one of the 11v11s, and Ash is doing a phenomenal job with that, keeping them nice and straight. And doesn't that Fleet blue look fantastic? But anyway, once we've got the blue pitch done, we can get the white in, get it flushed through, and get started with the 3 white 11v11s. And as soon as the 3 white pitches are marked out here, we'll be on to the next one. We're at the next site. That clip that you just saw was some lads training on the cricket square. Now this was roped off. Not only has someone stolen the stakes and the ropes, it looks like there's been dog classes on here, football training, so all of our hard work, and now we've got to do repair work. It's just soul destroying, absolutely soul destroying. But anyway, we've got 4 pitches to mark out here, and then we should all be done at this site, ready for the next one. So after assessing the cricket squares, we get the 4 pitches all marked out here, and we can now move on to the next one. This one should be fairly straightforward. We start off with the blue and then move to all the other white pitches. Right, we're just finishing up at this site now. We have done 6 football pitches and also 1 in blue, so 7 in total. A couple of them are still mega wet, so we've had to be really careful. After this, we're heading back to the unit. The lads will be done for the day, but I've got an afternoon full of quotes and meetings. I do intend to bring the camera along with me, so let's see what quotes and meetings I get up to this afternoon. The plot thickens. We've just been back to the unit to get everything ready for tomorrow and get rid of all of the stuff today. I've had some good news, but also it's been a bit of a nightmare. So the good news is we've had a quote accepted for some mole draining. If you don't know what mole draining is, basically it pits a diameter hole underneath the ground, subsoil, in order to create a channel for the water to go somewhere. But we'll do a video on that when we're actually doing it. But anyway, we've had this quote accepted. We don't have a mold drainer. When I first put the quote in, I did some research for what a mold drainer cost, and basically the first time I ever do anything, I don't aim to make a profit. We've got the experience and we know how to do it. However, the place where we used to hire a mold drainer from is no longer in business. So I priced it at the cost of a mold drainer. The quote got accepted this morning, so I gave a green light to buy one. However, on eBay I found one that was an X demo, absolutely brand new, for like half the price, which meant obviously we're going to get the money for the mold drainer and also a little bit of money to cover costs for the diesel, etc. So it's a win-win, and if we ever do any mold draining in the future, the implement has been paid for. So bit of a panic, we've paid for it, and Ash has just left now to run up and grab the new / demo mold drainer, and I am on the way to the first quote. And the first one is for a cricket square, and we're doing the maintenance and refurbishments. First quote done. Really nice guys, actually. A local cricket club. The quote's got to go through the parish council, so hopefully we end up getting in a conversation with them, because there's also like 5 or 6 surrounding football pitches, so it might be a little bit of a chance for a sales pitch. But yeah, we'll get a quote for them for reoccurring maintenance throughout the season and also some light renovations. And now I am on my way to the next quote, which is this churchyard. And there's a fair amount of green space here, and there's also a fair amount of gravestones, and anyone that's done cemeteries or churches before knows how niddly and fiddly they can be. Okay, so I've just been to the churchyard, and it's gonna be a bit of a weird one. So we do the surrounding parish, so we're going to be here anyway. Basically the backstory of it is the church doesn't have any money to maintain their grounds anymore, so they're asking the parish council for help. Now obviously they need it ridiculously cheap. We're here anyway, but it's just one of them. It's like there's so many nooks and crannies and whatnot. I'm gonna have to do it off of like time, but now I'm thinking, can we fit it in with the schedule that we've done? So obviously we've got to do the whole village, and then after we've done that, jump in here. I'm gonna have to just kind of think about it, but they need the quote ASAP, so it's got to be a quick plan that I've got to come up with. But we'll see. We'll stick the price in. We'll do as much as we can to help them out, because they're good clients of ours, and obviously we've got the parish. But I need to be careful, because we could give a really good price on that when the contractor is up for renewal for the parish, lose that and potentially be stuck with a churchyard that we've done at a discounted rate. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, and let me know in the comments what you would do. But we'll put it in, see what happens. I've spoke to Ash. He is nearly there to collect the mold drain, and that is the end of our Monday. It's been quite a good one. Tuesday morning, and we are on site. We arrived quite early, and it's nice and bright this morning. It's like 7 o'clock and it's already light. I am absolutely buzzing. We've turned up to site and the grass is mega long, so we're going to get all of the football areas, any line marks areas cut today. Rob's already started that, and I'm going to run around the school quickly and tidy up. Bit of strimming, blowing and weed control. So before we commit to mowing the rest of the pitch areas, we did this little test on the grids, and it's holding up really well. It's looking fantastic. So we know that we are good to go with the Hustler. So Rob starts off by mowing all of the pitches with the Hustler, and I run round site strimming up all of the edges that we had pit to bed for winter, getting the site neat and tidy. And of course, tidying up and blowing up after myself. And we are getting there. Obviously, because it's the first cut, it's left a little bit of mess, so I've just spent a bit of time blowing out the pile so that'll mulch down quicker and getting most of it off of the pitches. I'm now running back to the trike, going to get the paint mixed up. Rob's only got about 2 pitches left to mow, so I can make a start. I've already blown all the lines down just to ensure that there is good cohesion with the paint to the grass. But yeah, I'm excited. It's the sign and smell of summer. So with Rob still on the Hustler, he's got around 2 pitches still to mow. I jump on the trike and start getting some paint down on those freshly blown lines. It's important not to get any paint on any grass waste, otherwise they won't stick. So we've managed to get all of the bits done here. right at the end, we've managed to mow the pitches and obviously do all the line marking. And right at the end, I decided to try get some of the boundaries done for when we get the tractor over, but the hustler's just spat a belt and we've not got the toolkit with us, and Ash is at a funeral, so I'm not disturbing him. But it looks like the rain's coming in anyway, so I'm gonna have to sort the hustler when we get back to the unit, and we are on to the next job at the moment. So with the rain taking a turn for a worst, we've had to abandon the day and come back to the unit. But it's not all lost, we've got to fix the hustler. So I start whipping the covers off, keeping all the bolts neat and tidy. We can then get her jacked up and assess the problem. But before we do, we need to tidy all the mess out of the deck. And it's only been about 3 weeks worth. It's absolutely crazy how much mess has been created. I find and fix the problem. All we need to do now is tension up the belt. Once we've done that, we can get the hustler outside and give it a thorough scrape and clean. Even though this was done before we put it to bed for winter, it's managed to get messy again. And before we build it all back up, I'm just going to lubricate all the moving parts. And with the covers back on, it's job done. We can get the hustler back on the trailer. We also get all of the kit ready for tomorrow, so when we turn up to the unit nice and early in the morning, everything is ready to go. And we can get some of those tasks done, like filling paint up, done as well. And unfortunately, what was meant to be a busy day is going to pass on to another day. So now it's going to be an absolutely horrendous week. And we've just got to pray that we don't keep having rain days. But it is what it is. And I guess we will see you on Tuesday. We're on site. We got to the unit mega early this morning. Ash must have soiled the bed. He was there extremely early. And we got all the kit ready and headed to site. And when we was on the way to site, it started raining. It's just really getting me down because we just can't plan anything at the minute. The weather forecasts are saying it's going to be clear as of today, but clearly it wasn't. Anyway, we proceeded to site. We got a full day ahead. As you know, we've had to move stuff from yesterday as well. And when we've got to site, we've checked the ground. We had a good walk around to check the ground, and we concluded that we were gonna mow it. So Ash is now mowing the field. The ground's taking it really, really well. Luckily we did the line marking here yesterday. We've just got to finish the bits off where the hustler chucked a belt. We're just gonna have to test and adjust. So we're taking turns this morning, and it's now Rob on the hustler to get a bit of experience on it before we start the parishes.
6.5 hours later.
So yesterday, before it started chucking it down, we did manage to get the line marking done. Now you can still see the lines, they're pretty good, but they're not to the standard that I'm happy with, that I know will last 2 weeks. So we're gonna get the pitches remarked as well. I know it's a waste of paint, but I'd rather keep clients happy. And obviously finish the mowing. And now with it being lightning ash back on the mower, Rob's gonna start the line marking and get all of these pitches remarked. And now that all of the mowing is done, we can clean the mower up and get it back onto the trailer, ready for the next site. And we're over at the next site right now. So as soon as we got here, we've walked all of the pitches and marked out what ones can have work done on them and what ones can't. So this is the plan. So the plan is Ash is going to mow all of the small pitches on the right. I'm going to jump on the hustler and get all of the large 11v11s done, and Rob is on the Bocom trike to get the pitches line marked. But the plan didn't last too long. Now luckily we managed to get the pitches that were absolutely desperate mowed without leaving a mark on the ground, but we feel like the other side is normally wetter than this side and it's not going to be worth it. So we're blowing the mowers up as we speak, and we're going to continue with line marking the pitches, so at least they're marked. I personally don't think there will be a game here this weekend, however at least we know we've done the bit, and then we're just going to have to make sure that all the outfield areas are mowed, ready for the Trimax when that finally comes over it on the back of the tractor. But anyway, at least we've mowed the really, really long pitches and got them in some kind of good state. Continue with the line marking. We can now move on to the next site, and hopefully the rain has stopped and the sun is showing its face. We are over at the next site. It's mowable, the mowers are coming off. A little bit of sad news. When we got here, the police were walking the field that we look after, obviously gone up and chatted to them, and there's a young 10-year-old girl missing in the last hour that they're looking for. We've got the description. Obviously we're in and around the area quite a lot today, so we'll be looking out. But you start thinking that if yesterday hadn't have chucked down, we would have been here earlier, probably an hour earlier, and potentially, you know, seen her or whatnot. But these things always play out in your mind. But yeah, I'm just manifesting it. I know that the family isn't going to be watching behind the blade at all, but I'm just manifesting it and pinning it out to the universe that I hope she's safe, I hope she gets found. But yeah, it's just put us in a bit of a weird mood now, because we're obviously yeah, it just feels a bit wrong that we're having to come here and cut the grass when a little girl's gone missing from this site. So yeah, anyway, let's get on with the task in hand and keep our eyes peeled. If we see her, call 999. But as I said, I hope it's a positive outcome for the family. Right, we're all sorted at this one, all tidied up, just flushing the trike through. We'll get the trike back and we are on the way to the next one. The next one is meant to be a mow and a mark, but I don't think we're going to be able to mow it, but only time can tell, so let's get over there. And we are over at the last site of the day. We've already walked it, mowing's not going to happen, so we'll get them line marked and then get back to the unit. We're going to clean the filter out on the trike and get packed up and get back to the unit. I'm pretty sure all three of us have got to make a little stop as well, as it's Valentine's Day, to a shop. And if our loved ones are watching this, this is actually the day before Valentine's Day. It's just loads of editing trickery. We would never leave it to the last minute. I cannot believe it is Thursday already. So we've already been to the unit. I'm currently in the tractor, sat outside Trimax Mowing Systems in Northampton. Reason for that, today we've got a large flailing job on some agricultural land. We're going to collaborate with Trimax to produce a video for their new. So there will be a separate video on that. However, we'll still follow today and show you what the crack is. The lads are already on their way to the site just to meet the owners, grab a key, and there's a few areas we can't get a tractor into. So they've got the Wright and the Flail at hand to start on those bits. But yeah, we'll get into Trimax, we'll get the Flail on the back of the tractor and we'll head over to the job. So over in Northampton, we make quick progress and get the Force onto the back of the tractor and I can make my way to site. But the lads are already there. This is what we're working with. This element the tractor's going to do, but they're going to start getting all of the perimeters done, any areas that the tractor can't get to with the Wright and the Flail. And they're making good progress already. Okay, we are over at the site. Anyway, let's show you what we've got. So we've got 2 or 3 fields that are like this. So they used to have livestock in it. We need to flail them down and get them presentable for the owner of this land. In total, we've got around 12 acres to do. This one's about 6. Then there's one that's 2 acres and one that's around 4 acres. But yeah, I'm gonna plot the boundary in with a GPS, check the field and get on with it. We've been warned that it's wet here, so I need to be extra careful. So we're blessed to have the opportunity of Trimax coming out today to interview me and also do some content on the new Trimax Force. But that's not going to stop me from cracking on. And whilst I've started that, the lads have made good progress and they're nearly done on the smallest compound of their site. And then Trimax turn up to do some interviews and grab some content. So now that all of the areas that the tractor can't get to are prepped and ready, it's time to get flailing. We're cracking on with it now. We're making really good progress. I'm probably about halfway through. Doing a lot of the filming and interviews and stuff for Trimax took a little bit of time, but we are now in the swing of things, making good progress with the Trimax Force. And what a bit of kit it is. The lads are all done the other side. They've done all the nitty bits that the tractor can't get to, and they've just jumped over here to do any edgings over here also. But let's get on with it. We've got another field after this one. So we're now working in unison and Ash is just grabbing the bits that I can't get on because they're a little bit wet. But But we're now onto the last strip of this field so I can move on to the next one. When I get over there, I just get straight on with it. It's more of the same. It's really long here, but the Force is handling it like an absolute boss. And with that now done, I can head back to the unit. So I'm finally back at the unit. I'm absolutely knackered. It's just clocked around 7:15. Now, we didn't get as much footage as we'd like to for Behind the Blade today, and that's obviously because we're filming a standalone video today for the Trimax Force. We have got it back out tomorrow, so we'll try and grab some more content, but what a bit of kit this is. So make sure you don't miss the Trimax Force video that will be coming out on this channel. Hit that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss it. I just want to say on record as well, the team proper dug in today. I'm really proud of what we done today. There were really tough conditions. We had to work through it methodically and get bits and bobs done that at some points didn't seem possible, but we did, and we pulled together. So I'm very proud, and I'm going to send them a message as well to thank them for today. I'm tired. I've still got some bits to do, prep for tomorrow, but I'll see you in the morning. It's Friday morning. We're on site. I was up at the unit at around 6:15. We're on site nice and early, and we're going to try and get the first cut done at this school. The reason why we've brought the Force is 1, for content for the Trimax Force video, and 2, because we want to get this site down to a lovely height for when we bring the Trimax, and hopefully we can maintain it all summer. One of the issues we had at this site last year is when we took it on from the old contractor, it was really long from the start and we had a battle. But anyway, GPS is all good to go. Just drop the Trimax and get on with it. So it's safe to say I'm a little bit excited to see how versatile the Force is and how well it handles turf / fine turf. And it's doing an absolutely excellent job. I can't believe the amount of mess it leaves, literally none. But anyway, it's going to make our lives a lot easier for the season ahead. The boys are here. It's turned into a glorious day. Just going to continue mowing. I'm going to show Ash how to get on with it, and then we're going to grab some footage for the Trimax video. But yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Big time.
Good.
So as Ash channels his inner Skywalker and gets the Force under control, he's doing a cracking job to get this done. I'm absolutely super impressed with it. It's leaving hardly any mess at all. We have had a rotary mower on this last week, so there's still some mess from that, but I think if we hadn't have chucked a rotary over it, there'd be no mess at all. It's fantastic. What a bit of kit it is. So Ash is in the tractor. I'm running around grabbing content for the standalone Force video, and he is absolutely smashing it, doing really well. Rob's just trimming up all the areas that the tractor's not going to be able to get to, and luckily we have been to this site this week to do most of the outfield areas and stuff like that. But I am so impressed with the Trimax Force. Make sure you watch the standalone video, it's going to be a good one. I've been in a meeting with the facilities manager to try and get some funding for renovations. All went really well, and Ash has done an absolutely superb job here. This afternoon we've got some maintenance on the kit, and I'm in meetings, so we're probably not going to film anything. However, it's been a fantastic week. We've got over some hurdles, we've got through the rain, and I'm mega happy. So thank you again for joining us for Behind the Blade, and we will see you in the next one.